Creamer Media's Mining Weekly is interviewing Beyers Nel, who made his first presentation results for Harmony Gold today as its new CEO. Beyers, you used the word excitement, which excited me. What has made you so excited about taking over South Africa's biggest gold mining company?
Martin, thank you, and thank you for the opportunity to discuss this opportunity. I firstly feel blessed and honored to be in the position to take over, the leadership of this company. It is not a one-man show. I mean, we've got a phenomenal world-class management team that will take this forward. And part of what excites me is to join forces with that team and take the company forward and deliver the strategic growth that we set out for this company a while ago. So our near-term entry into copper is hugely exciting to me. Building out the organic projects in South Africa, extending the life of mine of our high-grade underground mines and our surface high-margin operations, and further growing the company is what really excites me, Martin. So, yes.
So you've got this treasure chest of assets here, and you've got high-grade, you've got mines you've got to optimize and close, so it's quite a contrast. You've got fantastic assets that you can recover gold from off dumps, and then you've got your new assets in a jurisdiction, one of them which is well accomplished, well established.
Yes, Martin, we like to think of our business in 4 quadrants. You've named them, and each one of them have got a distinctly different risk profile and a distinctly different attribute that they bring to the business. What excites me a lot is the underground high-grade operations, as I said earlier. These were the mines we acquired from AngloGold Ashanti. What excites me more, Martin, is that the capital expansion projects or the deepening projects are now underway, and both these mines will have 20 years of life. Now that's hugely exciting for me. So as far as South Africa goes and gold mining in South Africa, I mean, we're here for the long haul on those 2 operations. The surface high margin retreatment operations, similarly, one of those assets is also one we acquired from AngloGold called Mine Waste Solutions. That's also in the process of being recapitalized, and that would have a 16-year life, Martin. So equally exciting for us. Our optimized assets, this is really the old Harmony. These are the older mines. And they are also there, they play their role. I mean, they contribute to our cash flow and our growth aspirations, and these mines are equally important to us because they're still 40% of our production, albeit slightly lower margin. I mean, these mines are cash generative. And then the last quadrant is our international copper gold assets, and these are the ones that we are very, very excited about. Hidden Valley Mine has performed very well in the reporting period, 50% margin at that asset. There's opportunity to extend that life, which we're working on, which we may, if proven to be successful, come to the market, and then Eva Copper and Wafi-Golpu.
Yeah, so give us more on Eva. When are you going to get your first copper? When are you going to get going there? How much will you spend a year for those 3 years to get it moving?
Martin, we aim to get first copper around 2029, the calendar year of 2029. I can't tell you how much we will be spending, and we haven't gated the project and announced the outcome of the feasibility study, but to the market, we have made good progress on the feasibility study update. Remember, it's an update. We acquired the mine with a study. This mine will be bigger than what was originally contemplated by the previous owners. And the technical aspects of the feasibility study, Martin, is largely complete. We've signed off on the flow sheet, we've signed off on the mine design, and we are comfortable what that looks like. What is still outstanding for us is amending some of our environmental permits. Remembering that we are building a bigger mine, so a bigger mine needs more water, for example, so we need to permit the additional water extraction for the bigger mine, and that is in process with the Queensland government. So from a timing point of view, what we need to do is we need to get a de-risked view of the outstanding permit and the timeline thereof, and we need to gate the process through our board. And as soon as we get to that, Martin, we can announce the financials of this exciting project and bring copper production into the mix for Harmony in a tier 1 mining jurisdiction. Leverage the capability we have in our Brisbane office, where we've been operating for 20 years already, so it's a natural extension for us in terms of adding production there, and that excites us a lot.
So those plenty years, we also look at Papua New Guinea, and you're starting to speak about it as if it's not too distant that you will see some activity there, and what will you get out of Papua New Guinea?
Yes, we obviously have activity there at Hidden Valley Gold Mine, and that's our presence that we've got there, and we like to think, Martin, that we position ourselves as a partner of choice in the jurisdictions that we operate, and Papua New Guinea is no different. Our relationships with the government, the regulator, the communities, the employees there, is very good. And that is what we also plan to leverage in terms of, the future projects in Papua New Guinea, which is Wafi-Golpu. And we spoke earlier today about Wafi-Golpu, the ongoing process around the permitting of that asset, and we're working, well aligned with our JV partner in order to bring that mine into a permitted condition so that we can actually start to take the mine forward.
So if I can just swing back to South Africa, and the subject of energy is always important. What are you doing about generating clean, green energy and the vision there? Can you do it totally, or it'll be partially forever?
Yeah, Martin, we are well down the track with our solar PV build. We've got our strategy and our net zero well mapped out. I'm actually glad to report that we have turned the first sod on our 100 megawatt plant that we have announced a green loan for a couple of years ago. So our program is rolling out. We're going at this as fast as we can. For us, our mines are deep, our mines are energy intensive. So for us, it's not necessarily getting the mines in the near term totally off the Eskom grid, but it's reducing our exposure to the price of electricity, because obviously green electrons are not only green, they're also cost effective, and that makes a huge difference to our power cost, Martin. So we're growing our renewable energy as fast as we can.
And finally, what should be the biggest takeaway from your first presentation today?
Martin, I think the stellar operational performance, and I just want to take the opportunity to thank all our employees, our unions, our stakeholders, our shareholders, our board, the media and everyone else for supporting the Harmony story. Harmony has been, a phenomenal turnaround story. Today we announced a record interim dividend, which is hugely exciting, giving back, to our shareholders and our communities. And at the end of the day, all our stakeholders benefit when Harmony does well, and that was great for me to see today, Martin.
That was Creamer Media's Mining Weekly, speaking to Beyers Nel, the CEO of Harmony Gold.